Have you ever wondered why one simple wooden shape has come to represent hope, redemption, and an entire faith that spans 2 millennia? Imagine standing at the foot of that rough-hewn beam, feeling its weight not just in wood and nails, but in the countless stories of struggle and salvation it carries. From ancient rituals to quiet moments of prayer, the cross has threaded its way through history in ways both surprising and profoundly moving. What secret lies behind this stark symbol's power, and how did it rise from an instrument of execution to the very heart of Christianity? In the earliest days, the cross was nothing more than a method of punishment, devised to instill fear and maintain order. It was cruel, public, and designed to humiliate. Yet, in the dusty streets of Jerusalem nearly 2,000 years ago, a carpenter's son would die upon it, and in so doing, transform its meaning forever. His death, whispered about in small gatherings at first, sparked the kind of intrigue and devotion that could only flourish through incredible stories of resurrection and renewed purpose. Those first followers clung to fragments of memory, passing down testimonies of tears wiped away and chains broken, until the cross itself became a rallying point, a banner under which they could gather. But hang on, let's pause. Did you know there was once a heated debate among early church leaders about whether Christians should even display the cross openly? Some worried it would draw too much unwanted attention, others that it would be misconstrued by Jews or Romans as a political statement. What conversations were held behind closed doors, and which sermons were whispered in the catacombs? We'll return to that question later, because the twists in this tale are far from over. As Christianity spread beyond Jerusalem's walls, the cross traveled with it, etched on coins, emblazoned on banners, even inscribed on tombs. In Rome, where crucifixion once symbolized ultimate disgrace, the Emperor Constantine would one day see a vision that flipped the script completely. On the eve of battle, he claimed to have seen a glowing cross in the sky with the words, "In this sign, conquer." That moment changed an empire and set Christianity on a trajectory it could scarcely have imagined. Suddenly the cross was not only permissible, but celebrated, its terrible past woven into a new narrative of triumph and divine favor. And yet, another twist, long before Constantine's vision, secret Christians in Persia were using a different emblem altogether, the anchor. Why an anchor, you ask? Because in Greek, the word for hope is linked to this sturdy maritime tool. It reminded them that their faith held fast in any storm. That symbol only gives up its colors when you dig deep into caves and inkwells, uncovering the coded correspondence of believers whose lives depended on discretion. How did the anchor compare to the cross, and why did one symbol outshine the other over time? Keep that question in mind, because the answer will surprise you. Fast forward centuries, and the cross had morphed into countless shapes: the Latin cross, the Greek cross, the Celtic cross with its ring of eternity. Each variation told a story of cultural fusion, of Irish monks weaving interlaced patterns to link heaven and earth, of Byzantine emperors commissioning jeweled relics to assert divine authority. You can almost hear the hammer strikes in medieval workshops, feel the shimmer of gold leaf in candlelit chapels, taste the incense drifting through hallowed halls. Yet beneath all the artistry lay the same haunting reminder: a man died here so that others might live. But here's another puzzle. In some Eastern churches, the crucifix, the representation of Christ's body on the cross, was frowned upon for centuries. Why focus on suffering when the emphasis should be on the resurrection? And yet, Western Christianity embraced the crucifix as a visual sermon, a constant call to remember the cost of grace. Those differences sparked entire councils and left scars on the tapestry of Christian art. Which approach feels truer to you? We'll unravel that debate as we draw near to the end of our journey. Finally, let us step into modern times. The cross today adorns necklaces and tattoos, stands silhouetted in city skylines, and even finds itself stylized on coffee mugs and corporate logos. Some might say its meaning has been diluted, reduced to mere decoration. But consider this: every time someone makes the sign of the cross over an ailing loved one, or pauses to look skyward at a simple wooden cross by the roadside, they tap into a wellspring of hope that has never run dry. That's the true miracle, that a symbol born out of cruelty and shame could become the universal emblem of love and redemption. So why is the cross the symbol of Christianity? Because it tells the whole story, of brokenness and healing, of death transformed into life, of fear shattered by faith. It reminds us that no darkness is too deep, no chain too strong, that sacrificial love can lift us higher than we ever dared imagine. As you reflect on this, perhaps you'll feel invited to share what the cross means in your own life. Maybe you'll find new courage in its shadow, or even sense a call to carry its message forward. If this exploration spoke to you, take a moment to leave a comment below sharing the most surprising thing you learned. And if your heart was stirred by these words, consider subscribing so you won't miss our next journey into history's hidden mysteries. Until then, may the story of the cross continue to shine its light on your path, guiding you with its promise of hope renewed.